graceful family. How goes it? We're up and at 'em. Done the laundry. Lily decided to eat a little bit. I've realized that she likes chicken, but it has to be a different kind of chicken every day, which is interesting. What does that mean? She wants a variety, but she still always sticks with the same chicken, just prepared in different ways. I get that. Ooh. So what's going on here? Look at this army of ants. A little bit of food came out for them, and they thought, yeah, you know what? We're going to get it. We're going to take it all. So this morning, what are we going to choose from? I'm going to eat some basil, I think, since it's sitting right there. Let's bring up our assistant. Our pransome hints is what my Auntie Elaine used to say. Our pransome hints instead of handsome prince. She would always do things backwards. You know, she used to sing Randercella went to the bouncy fall and slopped her dripper when she was running from the pransome hints. I'll think about this later and understand why I'm saying that. Okay, so today what we're going to choose. We're going to choose the peaceful Buddha sitting under his Bodi plant, which unfortunately, I'm sorry, I still haven't looked up why I chose Bodi. Why I'm calling that a Bodi plant. It just looks like what it is. So let's do the whole little area right here. We'll do the Buddha and his Bodi plant. We'll do the butterfly. We'll do the blue dragon, and we'll do the lion. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. I think I'm doing it that way because I don't really have enough time to do more than 4. You know, I gotta get working myself. So today what we're going to do is we're going to be working with the Feathered Omens as our main card, the Blessed Bee cards as a clarifier, and then we're going to use the I Can Do It cards as a booster. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. It's monsoon season and it's supposed to rain, but we don't get the rain here in Canyon Lake. I really wish I would. Sedona's getting flooded, and it rained where I left up in the mountains. We do have cooler weather, which is nice. I appreciate this very, very much, so I'm grateful for that. It's not quite as hot yet. Of course, it's early in the day, so that's why I'm taking advantage of sitting out here. And I did light my coal lamp last night, and it was beautiful. Coal oil. It was beautiful. It was a very soft, it was a beautiful light. I like it a lot. You know, and I think that I want to, well, a card flew out and it landed face up, so this is our first card. I want to get more of them. I've decided that, you know, Spirit always likes us to use natural lighting, natural anything. So I want to get more. I'm happy, very, very pleased that I bought this one. So when you look at the Bluebird, okay, so let's start. 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Oh, well, hello. Ascended Master's working with you. The color blue is Archangel Michael's color. So this is letting you know that Archangel Michael is assisting you. He's also letting me know, I'm sure it's on all of the feathers, I mean all of the cards, but I'm noticing it now. When you see a feather, Sherry, it's me talking to you. That's what I just got, because I've been getting feathers dropped all the time, and I'm constantly getting the number 333 and 3, knowing the Ascended Masters are working with me. So it's Michael that's wanting me to know that when I need his help, to call upon him. When you guys need his help, call upon him. These feathers, these are the feathers that have been dropped recently for me, right? And look at them. One is almost all white, with a little bit of dark. One has both yin and yang, and this one has kind of like a golden feather. And then we have the raven feather. But these are all dropped right around here for me, right at the front door or right at my back door. A big single feather like that makes a statement, you know? So, when you look at the Bluebird, you think about the Bluebird of happiness. Look at him sitting atop of that. Is that a pine cone? I don't know what it is that he's sitting on top of. Isn't it interesting looking? Some kind of a seed pod. We've got little bluebirds up in Idlewild, but they're blue downy woodpeckers. This is an actual bluebird. Uncle Phil says that he's seen them in Wisconsin. So you always think about the bluebird of happiness coming and singing a happy song, and that's what's going on here. I love the word gentleness brings happiness. So gentleness, meaning, you know, maybe things have been challenging, and now it's going to be more gentle for you. You're moving out of a difficult time period into a lighter time period. Bluebird, I suppose, would show up during the springtime. Kind of looks like a robin redbreast too, you know, the red breast coming forward. So even though we're not going into spring, we're actually we're in autumn now. We've just moved into autumn. It does speak about happiness and renewal and newness. Speaking your truth, being truthfully, authentically who you are, would bring you happiness. It talks about moving from a difficult time period, moving from a transition from, you know, a younger person to an adult, moving from one level to another, ascending higher. It's ascension. It's going from night to day. It's going from things being fruitless to bearing fruit. So it's like harvest. It is talking about whatever it is in your life. There's some area of your life that it's going to be moving from a difficult time to a more peaceful, happy, blissful time. Song right now. Where's the love? Where's the love? Hold on. You gotta have love to set it straight. Meditate. Let your soul gravitate. People dying, people crying. When you practice what you preach and you turn the other cheek. Father, Father, help us. Send us some guidance from above. You got me asking, wondering, where's the love? And that's what we're asking for right now. We're asking, Father, send us some guidance. And so he's saying, you know what? Things are going to get better for you. Whatever's been difficult, things are going to become more fruitful. The bluebird lives in open fields. They are a bird that is a sign that whatever agriculture in our life, like whatever we have sown, will come to fruition. Of course, we have to allow things to come up in their own time, right? We can't pull the roots up. We have to allow things to growth. However, this is a specific sign that the seeds that we've planted, the plants that we have put into the ground, the ideas that have germinated, and before this season passes, before fall passes away, we will see a harvest to them, whatever these seeds are that we have planted. So right now, this is about taking it easy. This is about that because it's gentle. It's gentleness brings happiness. So take it easy, take it slow, take it relaxed, comfortable, loving pace. Where's the love? Turn the other cheek, right? That's the turn away from the ugliness, turn away from the sadness. Focus on the positive. Keep it light, keep it happy. This isn't the time to force anything. This is the time to allow and let the transitions happen. Everything is coming in our highest good at the right time, and we don't want to be aggressive. Sometimes we get messages that say, you know, go for it, you know, push, 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 determination, go, 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 you know. And we do want to be determined. We do want to keep moving forward, but this isn't about aggressively moving forward. This is about allowing things to come now because we've done the work. We've planted the seeds. The seeds are there. They're going to grow. It's like when I put the seeds in for Lily's grass, right? It doesn't take long and it's up. I mean, there was nothing, and within 3 days there were seeds growing. I mean, sprouting through the surface of the ground. Now, also over here, when I planted this flower in here, this little cacti, it was probably about that big, right? It wasn't that long ago, and look how big it is. And this one, remember? It was just that little tiny button right there. Hello. fly totem. Hi. Did you see him washing his little face? Hi. What's going on? You have a message for us today, mister? You have a message for us? I think you do. Why did I have to do that? Make it all dark. That's weird. There we go. Hi. What do you want to tell us? Even he's just kind of chilling, you know? He's just relaxed. There's a message from Fly Totem. Okay, the point is, yes, we have to allow things to grow. I gotta turn this too. See how it leans towards the light, which is what we should. I love that. This is like one of my favorite little things. Isn't that interesting? It's the simplest one. Just one little button, and I love it. Look for the simple things. Enjoy the simple things in life. Recognize that everything is growing. If you focus on what makes you happy, focus on the growth that you see around, get yourself busy doing things and looking after things. And pretty soon, the things that you have been wanting to see come to fruition, you'll notice a difference in them. This little guy, this is one of the little cacti. Remember I told you I found him on the trail in Sedona? Another one that was getting kicked over, and I rescued him. And look at how many families he's got. I mean, he's grown. His family has grown. 1, 2, 3. And it's interesting. You can see the original bulb, right? And then he shot to here. I love this. And I've got him out facing this way now because he was leaning to the light. So now we turn him that way, and then he'll lean that way. Last night, I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you didn't notice already, but I've already noticed him one night. I put this plant facing in this direction because it was very, very much leaning over, and I turned it, and this is already lifted up. It's lifting to the light. Isn't that interesting? We all lean to the light. Look at these guys stretching out to the light. I'm gonna have to turn this around. Lily goes up and rubs herself against these, which is amazing. This one was leaning, so I've pulled it out forward so that it would, I've got to turn it this way. See how it's completely leaning towards the light? Isn't that incredible? That's what we're supposed to do. Lean to the light. Everything is going to grow. Everything is going to come forward. I don't push those plants, right? I don't force them. I don't even stake them. A lot of times people stake plants, right, to help them grow and give them, train them to go in a certain direction. I just let them go and do their own thing. I turn them so that they can reach for the light themselves and grow strong on their own. Some things like this need to be propped up, right? They grow so tall that they flop all over the place. So I'll help them hold themselves up. Some of us need that. I prefer to allow the plants to go on their own and be strong on their own. And that's kind of what Spirit's saying to us right now. Don't force anything. Don't try and push something. Don't try and make something go to your way of thinking. Everything that you've planted, you've done what you were meant to do. You're going to see it. You're going to see the growth. You're going to see the harvest come. While you're sitting here, maybe waiting for something to come to fruition, like I said, you get busy focusing on what's already positive and happy in your life. Get busy doing something else. This is kind of the time when you do the chopping wood and carrying water, right? You've done the harvest. I mean, you've done the planting, and you're cultivating your garden. You're weeding the garden out, getting rid of the pests and straightening things up. But you're surveying what you've done. This is a time where you can look back and you can actually be proud of yourself for the work that you've put in. Allow it to come to you. Like that plane's coming to you. Right now someone's asking for help. I'm getting a message. Somebody's struggling right now. So we are asked to be gentle with the situation. Maybe this is a personal situation, and there is a transition. The love is there. I heard in my, I told you I get messages in my dreams, and I heard, "Oh Aries, I have such love." I want to be strong like you. I heard that. Oh, Aries, I have such love. I feel that really deep all of a sudden. So it's like somebody, I want to be strong like that, right? So they're wanting that. They're struggling with that. So give them your support. Ask Archangel Michael to help them, strengthen them, and break through whatever is holding them back. Tear away from anything. Oh, as I said that, right now, there's a red hawk flying. You won't be able to see him till she comes closer, but 1, 2, 3, 4 crows are dive bombing the red hawk. It's so funny to watch that happen because the red hawk does not move. Oh, there's a lot more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crows circling around this red hawk. And the red hawk's just like cruising around. They're concerned that the crow's going to take something of theirs. But the red hawk's not bothered. The red hawk's just going about their business. Interesting, the red hawk just went and sat on the top of the post. Just sitting there. So, the red hawk is the messenger. I am the red hawk. That's that's the messenger. That is the animal totem that came to me when I awakened and when I was asked to do this job as the messenger. And she's sitting right now. She's not allowing herself to be distracted by whatever's going on around her. She was flying around. She was seeing things from a higher perspective, right? Don't get knocked off your path by distractions. Keep yourself busy focusing on what you need to get done. It's interesting. Archangel Michael being the one to show up right away first, right? Archangel Michael's the protector. He is the one who helps strengthen us, cuts cords from past karmic situations, toxic situations. He's our rock. The great wave comes, go to the mountain. I think Michael's the mountain, the rock. So you lean upon him. And what they're showing is this great happiness that's coming forward. This is what's going to be guarding our happiness, guarding our happiness, this happiness, guarding our happiness, this happiness guards the gates of our life. Happiness guards the gates of our life. Someone's breaking free. Someone's breaking free from something that they were addicted to. They kept going after the same thing, but not anymore. Oh, good song. Laughing hard with the windows down. I'm going to spend the rest of my life catching my breath, letting it go, turning my cheek for the sake of the show. I'm not going to do that. I've realized this is my life. I won't be told what's supposed to be right. No one can hold me back. I don't have time for that. Interesting. I like that. I like that. See, there is movement. There's movement forward happening. People are coming to the realization. People are awakening to situations. There's happiness. Just let it come. What is the confirmation? Ooh, I like that. Happiness, just let it come, and then a bunch of crows started singing. Good for neutrality on all levels. It's so peaceful out here right now, you guys. Beautiful. Now that you know this is my life, I won't be told, oh, what's supposed to be right. Wow, this is really, I like this a lot. 4-4. There are angels. First of all, 4. There are angels all around you, everywhere. You are completely guided, protected, and loved. There is no reason for fear. Double that. I just came home. I just came home, and the message is a blessing on a homecoming. Someone's coming home. Someone's coming home. Maybe you're coming home to yourself. Maybe you're coming home to the realization, like this song. I'm done being told how I'm supposed to feel and how I'm supposed to believe. I'm coming home. I'm coming home to myself. I'm coming home to spirit. Remember the one that was going around trying to plant his flowers everywhere, and he wasn't successful, and he was struggling, and he had hidden me in his father's house, and I was watching over him, and his father was watching over him, and finally he got closer and closer, and he got to the house, thinking he was going to be in trouble, that his father had found out that I was there, and that if he'd run off. But when he got to the house, he fell down at his father's feet, like a little boy, 5 years old. Significant change occurring in your life, always for the better. Father picked him up, held him out in front of him like a newborn kitten, and said, "Don't you know all I ever wanted was for you to be happy?" That one was coming home. That one was coming home. And there's a blessing on someone coming home. You coming home. Maybe someone that you've lost. Someone that you thought was gone. They're coming back. Maybe someone's been away working. Maybe somebody's been in a different state. Maybe somebody's been in a different state mentally. Maybe they weren't understanding things the way they needed to. Maybe they've seen the light. There's a blessing on a homecoming. How about us returning to an understanding? It's like, like Sandy said yesterday, it's really fun to go places. It's fun to travel off, but it's really, really nice to come home. There's a blessing on my homecoming. I have to show you. When you go away and you come back to where it's peaceful and it feels good. I blessed this home when I came home. It was a blessing for me to come home. I came home and I looked at Merlin's tank and I thought, oh my gosh, look how clean his water is. It's as clean as Panu's water. Look at that. It's amazing, right? Blessing on his homecoming. Look around your place and find out all kinds of different reasons why you're happy to be here. It was a blessing to come home and have my pets that wanted all of my love, demanding my love. Think about how excited you're going to be to see the one that you love that's just coming home. Gosh, it's so exciting. When your dog sees you after you've been gone for a while, and they jump up and down, they can barely contain themselves. Their whole body's waggling, right? That's how I'm going to feel when I rush into my twin's arms when he comes home, right? There's nothing like it. When we come home, we see our homes in a different light. You walk back into the house and you think, oh gosh, yeah, I was here, I was there, but nothing feels like my bed. Nothing feels like my pillows. I love the smell of my sheets, right? You start noticing things about your home that you took for granted, or that maybe you didn't take for granted. Maybe you just start noticing things again, You think about, it's exciting for us to see somebody come home, but can you imagine the one that's been away? To come rushing into the arms of who's waiting there for them? I'm waiting with open arms. My arms, they're waiting there at the airport. They're standing there, tears pouring down their face. They're so happy to see you. That one that's always happy to see you when you come home. Wow. What a beautiful feeling for them, right? To know they're wanted so much. They've been missed so much. Maybe you've been off on a really cool adventure, and maybe coming home, I don't know, maybe you're like, great, now I gotta pay my bills, I gotta go, like me, I gotta go tomorrow and do my taxes, right? Maybe it just seems ordinary for you, but try and see it through different eyes. Maybe you've been through something really, really hard, like the one that I watched, and they've gone out and they've learned and they've grown. But coming home is like, I feel safe. I'm coming home. There's a song by Ed Sheeran, Castle on the Hill. I'm racing down those back roads. I'm coming home. All these people, this happened and this happened, but these are the people that raised me. I'm coming home. Coming home feels really, really good. We always know how to get home. You know, it's like when you go to work. Get up in the morning and you're half asleep and you drive to work and you know how to come home. Oh, when they own the information, they can bend it all they want. I'm waiting on the world to change. Let's be the change in the world. Let's be the ones. Let's be the place that somebody wants to come home to. That's another message. You want your husband to be happy to come home? Make your home a welcoming place, a safe haven. You want your wife to stay in the home and be happy? Make it a place that when you come home at night, she looks forward to you. You're like a light coming home when it starts to get dark. Your kids want to go home. You're the house that everybody wants to go spend the night over there because that's a happy house. What can you do to make your home the place that people want to come home to? You have a lot to do with it. This one's dressed in white. They're like an illumination. They're like a soft, gentle glow. They're like this lamp that makes home feel so comfortable. You know, there's flashy out there. There's really sexy and there's really hot. And then there's just, you know what? Nothing makes me feel like you. You make me feel like I'm home. Like a warm hug. Like I'm not having to be anything different than who I am. I'm not being judged. I'm just being loved for who I am. There's nothing like being home. Happiness. People smiling. Home wasn't the same without you. Home didn't feel the same with you gone. There was something missing always. But when you came home, everything was better. Bless your home. Put blessings around your home. Little messages and signs like welcome. Make your home a welcoming place. Welcome, friends. My religion is kindness. Make your home be a place of joy and love and dreams. We have a lot to do with our home, feeling welcoming. So we ask for a blessing on our homes, that our homes be filled with happiness and light and laughter and excitement and sexy snuggles and hugs and kisses, right? All the things that we've learned on our journeys, we bring them all together so that we can make home a better place. So may your home be blessed, and may arms be open to you. And may it lift your spirits always. Oh, beautiful, beautiful message. Wow, that was emotional for me. That was nice. Welcome home. Heart of my heart, love of my love, come home to me, right? So for those who chose the blue dragon, see the little blue dragon in front of peaceful Buddha? At 28 minutes and 38 seconds. Correct for neutrality on all levels. One more. 28:49. 28:50. Ooh, interesting. That's interesting. Robin in reverse. Now we just had Bluebird of Happiness in the upright, and now we see Robin in reverse. So a robin, again, is a new beginning. So there could be a bit of a delay. Back to back, we got Bluebird of Happiness. Now that's why they're saying just allow things to come, right? Allow things to come to the surface. Maybe you need to give somebody a little bit of time. Maybe there are travel arrangements that might be delayed. Maybe what it is, that there's something that you've been asking for and there's a bit of a delay right now in it. There could be, now there's a reason that that could happen. You could be trying to force it. When you force it, you make it go the other way, right? So that's why that is why Spirit wants you to relax. Relax your attitude, your energy around the whole situation. Maybe you've been pushing for something in an inappropriate manner that's not yours to do. You have to allow things to work their way through. Just like I said about the grass, we have to allow it to come up. It doesn't mean it's going to take forever. You just have to allow it. There might be preparations that need to happen. Maybe you don't know what's going on in the background. There's something. You know, the song right now, I'm coming at you like a dark horse. Are you ready? Are you ready for the perfect storm? Are you ready? Are you prepared? Is there something that you need to get prepared for? Maybe you need to get prepared. Maybe your base needs to get strong. Right now, if you try and push, you're going to find there's going to be flat periods. This is the fact that we got these both back to back is extra emphasis. The first one is, yes, happiness is coming. Gently, don't push it. Now, it might be delayed. Don't force it. So somebody's aggressively trying to force something. And if you try and rush ahead, I gotta hurry, get this done. Well, then things aren't, you've done all of that, but there's still this at the other side that has to be completed. So why rush? Why kill yourself to get that done when you're gonna have to wait anyway? Because you can't control the outside aspects of everything. You can't control really anything. And that's kind of the message. Just don't try and control things. I hate being controlled. People don't want to be controlled. Situations have to all come together. The puzzle pieces all have to flow. So relax. Allow things to come. I'm listening to the song. Just be sure before you give it all to me. So you want to play with magic. You should know what you're falling for. Do you dare to do this? Coming at you like a black horse. Dark horse, why do I say black? Are you ready for the perfect storm? So, there's a question. Are you sure this is what you want? Are you ready? Are you prepared? What might change? I don't know what situation that they're speaking about for you. You would. So let's ask for clarification on why there would be a delay. What is it? What do you have to get ready for? What do you have to be sure of? Are you ready for the perfect storm? If you're actually going to have a storm, what do you have to do? You got to batten down the hatches, right? You got to get prepared for things. You got to move things out of the way. You've got to shore things up so that they're supported and strengthened. If you know a storm's coming through, you're going to pull the softer, gentler plants away so they don't get pounded by the rain, right? You're going to pull things, tighten things down, like here, right? If there's a storm coming, I got to make sure that everything's tight and strong and firm. You got to get the right clothes. If you're actually going somewhere or you're expecting something to happen, are there things that have to be taken care of? Like, I got my taxes, right? Is there something you have to take care of? What is it? There might be something specific that has to occur for you. Now, it could be on the outside. We'll see. A blessing for solace and hope. So this one is bundled up against the cold. I've got to be protected. I have to have the right clothes. I've got to have the right environment. I've got to have if it's getting to be cold weather, if a storm's coming, or if it's going to be snowy, you got to make sure that you have a place to land, right? You've got to have a house prepared. You've got to have somewhere to go. A blessing for solace. So you want to have a peaceful place, a haven, a safe haven. We're asking for you to have a safe haven. We're asking for you to hold the faith, right? Keep the hope alive. We've already been shown. Something is coming forward. 4, angels all around you. You're protected, you're guided, you're safe, you're good. 1, a new beginning. Also, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking about? The things that you're thinking about, you're creating. Make sure that you're keeping a positive, hopeful stance and outlook on things. If we sit here and we focus on the hopelessness and the negativity of the world, you're going to keep yourself down. You're going to keep yourself afraid of moving forward. You're going to keep yourself stuck, right? So you want to keep yourself positive. You want to ask for a blessing for peace and calm, relaxation. And that we keep a hopeful attitude, that we don't feel out in the cold. This looks like the out in the cold. I'm feeling out in the cold here. So don't feel that way. Recognize that things are actually, instead of looking at being out in the cold, recognize that this is actually a blanket of protection. When you look at the clouds, it's like a blanket. It keeps things softer, right? It's a protection. It's like a canopy. Snow actually covers plants and protects them in the winter. It's like it puts things to sleep. So this is a gentle covering. Instead of feeling like you're out in the cold, no. If you're prepared properly, which is what we need to do, we're going to look at things in a positive light. We're going to see the positive in all of it. I love every single season that we have. So keep your heart positive. Keep your hope alive. Recognize that if there is a bit of a delay, it could be weather. Somebody could be traveling and they could have issues with weather. There's storms right now all over the planet. There's storms. There's a hurricane happening right now. So somebody could be traveling, literally. Right? You don't want to be traveling when the weather's bad. Now, there could be a storm emotionally going on in a family or in somebody's heart. Maybe they need to settle down their mind. They need to calm down and relax. It doesn't take long if the energy that we send out, if we're connected, we're all connected. We send out positive energy. Everything's good. It's relaxed. You come at your own pace. It's all coming. It's all coming together. We're protected. You're going to be protected. We ask for protection. The color again, blue, Archangel Michael. Ask for a protection, a blessing of hope and solace to the one who might be feeling out in the cold so that they feel more relaxed, so they don't feel like they are delaying. Maybe they're delaying. Let's ask. I didn't do the message for the first deck. We'll do it now. I just saw it. Let's do the I Can Do It cards and find out what it is. Maybe there's something that has to be looked at in a different light, right? We, right now, are being asked for someone else. Don't push your situation, right? Allow things to come together. Somebody might be feeling out in the cold. Somebody might be feeling like they're not in a safe spot. They might be just delayed because of travel arrangements. Maybe finances. Let's see. I see the world through the eyes of love and acceptance. All is well in my world. So somebody might not be feeling this way, right? They might be feeling unloved. They might be feeling their emotions are cold. My wolf had snow on his nose. And he said, I'm sorry, I'm trying to warm to the touch. I'm trying to get myself warm. So I see the world through eyes of love and acceptance. All is well. I am loved and accepted exactly as I am, right here and right now. You don't need to improve on things. You are loved exactly as you are, right here, right now. You don't need to wrap yourself up in a blanket of cold emotion. You don't need to keep your emotions frozen to protect yourself, because you're going to see the world through eyes of love and acceptance, and that all is actually well. It's very easy to turn things around from being in this position to being in this position, all in the way that we look at things. I'm loved and accepted exactly as I am, right here and right now. Maybe we are asking for something, and yet we are, with our own thoughts and our own feelings about ourselves, pushing away what we're asking for. Oh, I'm not in the, I'm out of shape right now. I want to look better than this. I'm not ready. A lot of times we do it to ourselves. Remember I told you I was talking to the girl that was in a twin soul relationship, and I said, are you the runner? And she said, I think we both are. And she says, but I know I'm pushing it away. And I said, why? And she said, because I think I'm afraid of having everything I ever wanted. So she runs from it. She pushes it away. She tries to establish relationships other places. And I said, how can you actually let that into your heart? I don't understand that. I can't let anyone in, except for because that place is reserved. But she's trying to create a false sense of forward movement, not allowing what she really truthfully wants to come, because she's afraid of it. Why? If we see the world through eyes of love and acceptance and all is well, we won't feel the need to bundle ourselves up against the cold emotions that we're the ones that we're exhibiting. Keep it light and happy. For the first card, because other people are going to be like, what about my card? For the first messenger, which was the happy, peaceful Buddha. Let's see what the card was for you guys. Correct neutrality. I'm in love with that little rose button that's growing up out of that pot. Love is powerful. Your love and my love Love brings us peace on earth. Love is all there is. I just finished saying, I love that little rose button. Love. Say the word love as much as you can. I love this. I love that. I said that. I used to say it a lot when I was young, and somebody said, you know, you use that word too often. You can never use the word love too often. Love heals everything. Love makes everything better. Love should be the basis of everything. What would love say? What would love do? You don't treat love with disrespect. It means something. Now, I can love you, but I am in love with only one. Right? I'm in love with one, but I have love for all of you. Love is very, very important. Love is powerful. Your love and my love. Love brings us peace on earth. Love is all there is. I love this. Okay, for the next message, for those who chose the butterfly, the blue and pink butterfly. Pink, love. Blue, speak your peace, speak your truth. Turquoise, soul colors, right at the head. Correct for neutrality. Song right now, I took the last flight home to you. I took the last flight, so maybe someone's coming home and their flight's delayed, right? I took the last flight that I could. I was in Wisconsin and I got snowed in. I wanted out of there. I couldn't get out of there. I lost my job because I couldn't get out of there. I didn't leave for another week because of the snowy conditions. So, you know what? Think about that. Somebody could be ready to fly home to you, and maybe you're sending out snowy energy. And so you delay that homecoming. Watch your words. Watch how you speak. Watch the energy that you send out. You may wonder, you may be asking for something. I got this from Spirit. What you're wishing for may not be what you desire. So I desire a loving, happy home. I desire a committed, mutual, growing, inspiring, educational, fun-filled, adventure-filled relationship where we both want to come home to each other. We're both each other's home, right? I desire that. But then I start making other comments. I start saying other things because everything that comes out of our mouth is a prayer. It's a wish. It's a desire. So we have to be careful. I desire this, but I'm saying that. So what you wish for may not be what you're desiring. Be careful of what you're wishing for. You might get it. You say, what are you talking about? That's why when we get the messages, if you're seeing the number 111 a lot, or if you're getting the number 1 popping up a lot, yes, it talks about new beginnings, number 1, but 111 is like, what are you thinking about right now? Do you like what you're bringing about? If you're worrying about something, you are wishing for something. So change your thoughts. Make a wish. If somebody says to you, make a wish, you're not going to say, I'm misunderstood. I've got all this extra weight. My body's not ready. I'm going to feel like I sent out a message and my intention was good and my intention was loving, but I was worried that what I was sent out was not going to be received well. That's your wish. Be careful about what you're wishing for. Okay, 4334. That's interesting. 7 and 7. 7, you're on the right path. And it will exceed your expectations. Double it. Both of you. Ooh. Do you want to see what just happened? This one fell and flipped up, and this one fell too. So we're taking them both, but this is the priority. Now the eagle, spirit vision and healing surround you. The eagle is the sign for freedom, military, power, spirit. There's a storm happening right now, right? We're in monsoon season. There's lots of storms, but the eagle isn't afraid of the storm. The eagle takes the energy of that storm and flies up above it. The eagle has these very strong talons, the ability to grasp. The eagle is noble. It's regal. It's one of the largest birds of prey. It's intimidating, right? It's a symbol of authority and strength. So right now, that sign is saying that those qualities are around you, or they're coming to you. A symbol of authority, a masculine energy, a high spiritual connection, And when the eagle comes forward, it's to whom much is given, much is expected. So for you, this is a messenger for you. People are going to be expecting more from you. You've learned a lot. You've got the ability. And so because you have the ability, you're going to be given tasks. And you can handle it. They want you to look at things from a new perspective as well, just like the hawk that we saw this morning. The eagle flies high and is able to survey everything in front of them. They don't just see what's right in front of their face. They see the big picture. So perhaps there's something that needs to be looked at from a new perspective so that things can unfold in a positive way as far as your health, as far as your mental, spiritual, emotional health. What needs to be looked at in a higher perspective? Maybe you are recognizing your own abilities. I know that I have the ability. Oh, hello. I know that I have the ability to bring happiness and light. I know that I'm connected to the animal messengers. I know they come to me. I pay attention to them. They pay attention to me. I know that I'm going to accomplish what might seem impossible to others and myself. I know that. That's a ruby-throated hummingbird. Did you see it? That was a male hummingbird. And it came right then and punctuated that moment. I know what I have. I know the ability that I have. I can move swiftly. I accomplish what I set out to accomplish. So the hummingbird is emphasizing the ability that the eagle is also showing you. That you are aware of your potential. Right now, you will follow what your vision shows you. My higher self and spirit shows me this is what I need to do. And I'm willing to go for it. What is it, Icarus that flew too close to the sun and was burned? The eagle flies high. I'm not worried. I said yesterday, I don't care. This is how I feel. These are my feelings, and this is what the belief in. I know. I've been shown by spirit. I know what is, and I'm not afraid to speak. I'm not afraid to go after it, and I'm not afraid to state my intentions and how I feel. So right now, you have the ability and the willingness to go after it, even if there is a possibility of being scorched. You know, I've set out in a direction I was told to follow it, and I will. And you have to have that willingness to go after that. It's like taking that leap of faith. You take a leap of faith because you've been shown this is the direction that you're meant to go. And this is needed for you. If the life that you want is going to unfold, if the healing that you've asked for is going to take place, you have to be willing to go the distance. The things before that you were looking at that you weren't able to see very well, you'll see them better because eagles have hawk vision, eagle vision. They're able to see things very, very clearly. Eagles can see 10 times better than a human can see. So right now you're calling on the vision of the eagle. You're emulating, and you are, ooh, hello, right when I said that. Here he comes again. The little, ooh, 2 of them. A pair, did you hear them? A girl and a boy. Hummingbird couple came together. Ooh, they're singing. It's interesting, right when they came. So both of you, if you're going to have what you've been desiring, you're going to have to be willing to go the distance. And they both came, flew up and said, I will accomplish what might seem impossible to others and even to myself. I'm like a helicopter. I can go backwards, forwards, upside down, sideways. It may look like I shouldn't be able to fly, but I can fly better than any bird.